Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Welcome to the Traveling Tarot. This is your daily psychic forecast for Friday, September 20th, 2019. My name is Stephen Dillard Carroll. Yay, we made it through the week, everybody. We made it through the work week. Very good. I'm glad that you guys are here. I'm glad that you're spending part of your Friday morning with me. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you so much. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. Please do like, comment, and subscribe down below. And then share this video with anyone that you think might benefit from some encouragement, some empowerment, some uplifting words, some encouraging words, some unconditional love, because that's what we're all about on this channel, is unconditional love. Not only for ourselves, which comes first and foremost, but for other people as well. This is a reading for the collective today, as it is each and every day. But my hope is that you can glean something good and positive from all my readings, regardless of your current and present circumstance. And my other hope is that you finish this video feeling emboldened and empowered and feeling like you can take on the world and that you can change your life and that you can make good and positive choices so that you can change your life and so that you can live the best life possible for yourself. So again, we're all about empowerment on this channel. We are all about unconditional love on this channel. So let's jump right into today's story. We have our main thoroughfare plot line for today, and we have two subplots to talk about as well today. So our main plot line is brought to us by the World. The World card. I love it. The World card is the same in the Rider-Waite deck. The World is the last card in the major arcana of the Rider-Waite deck, and it's the completion of the journey. It's the completion of the Fool's Journey. I know that that is way inside baseball for those of you who are not tarot readers or don't follow tarot specifically, but just know that it is the World is the culmination of your journey so far, and it's Archangel Michael, which of course, and it is a very happy ending, coming full circle. Spiritual growth and insight. Beautiful. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. The World card, Archangel Michael, a very happy ending. Coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. There we are. There's the World card for you, ladies and gentlemen, and our other gender non-conforming people out there. There's the World card, and what a great way to kick off our Friday. A very happy ending, hopefully a very happy ending to your work week, and coming full circle, and spiritual growth and insights. What a wonderful way to kick off the weekend. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. So that is our main storyline. That is our main plot line. That is our main gist of today, if you will. But we've got two subplots that we need to look into for today. So let's check them out. So our first subplot is brought to us by the Eight of Raphael. The Eight of Raphael. The This card has come up for us a few times in the last couple of weeks, and I actually like this card. It's a card of spiritual journeys. Eight of Raphael, there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. So this is very much a good stand-in, since we're talking about the world, and a very happy ending coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. The Eight of Raphael is a very good stand-in for the Fool card. The Fool card might come in for a second subplot, but we'll see. We don't know that just yet. But this is a good stand-in for the Fool card because it says we're starting a new spiritual journey. We have had a very happy ending to our last spiritual journey, and now we're starting a new one. And the Eight of Raphael is saying this is going to be successful as well. So I love that. I love it. 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 We're heading on a new spiritual journey. Wonderful. Beautiful. I actually kind of like the Eight of Raphael because it has a little bit of a Wizard of Oz feel to it, simply because you've got a woman with a puppy that is following her and leading on a trail, and it's very emerald-like, it's very green, and all of that. So I actually like the Eight of Raphael for that because The Wizard of Oz happens to be my favorite movie. And yes, I know that is a cliche. Keep your negative comments to yourself. But yes, The Wizard of Oz is my absolute favorite movie of all time. So, Eight of Raphael is giving me that spiritual journey kind of a thing, sort of like what Dorothy went on. And maybe we'll even focus in on that a little bit as we dive deep into our plot and our two subplots for today. But we've got one more to go, and let's look into that. And our second subplot for today is brought to us by the Seven of Ariel. Okay. The Seven of Ariel. Okay. In the Seven of Ariel, it says, you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Okay, so this might even be just encouragement from the World card. You have invested wisely. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Have patience and wait for the harvest, and review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. Again, the World card is saying everything is coming to an end. Happy ending, very good. Everything is coming full circle. Everything is working out. And now let's head on to the next new thing. The Eight of Raphael is saying let's do a Wizard of Oz journey. And the Seven of Ariel is saying that journey you have invested wisely and have patience and wait for that harvest and prepare for your next endeavor. So very good. So let's jump into it. And we'll begin with the World card. I don't like the way that looks. I should put it back the way it was. And now, anyway, the World card, a very happy ending, coming full circle, spiritual growth and insight. As I said before, the World card is the same in the Rider-Waite deck, and it is the last card of the Major Arcana. There are 22 cards in the Major Arcana, and it's altogether is the Fool's Journey. It starts with the Fool, and it ends with the World card. And it basically says you have completed whatever journey that you are on, whatever insight that you were supposed to glean, you have gleaned it. Whatever lesson that you were supposed to learn, you have learned it, and a very happy ending. If it's not already there, you see the Emerald City in the background, and it's coming towards you quickly. So, yeah, the Wizard of Oz is our theme for today. So it's a very happy ending. Congratulations. Whatever life lesson that you needed to learn, you have learned. Whatever, and it even could be a mundane thing, like a project that you have been working on is complete, and whatever you have submitted will actually create a happy ending for yourself. So the World card is saying that it could even be something mundane like that. A school paper you're going to get an A on, or a school project you're going to get an A on, or a or even, you're finally going to finish building that boat that has been stuck in your garage for forever. You're finally going to finish that motorcycle or finish that car that you have been working on, that's been sitting in the garage lowering your property value day by day. You're going to finally finish that today, and it's going to be a happy ending for you. This is a day of happy endings. Congratulations. Coming full circle. The thing about the Fool card, or the Fool's journey, is it starts at the 0 card with the Fool and ends at the World in the 21 position, and then it starts right back over at the 0 position, and the Fool goes on a different journey. So we're coming full circle today. Congratulations. You have completed what you needed to complete. The universe approves of what you have done, and the universe approves of how it has turned out. And so now you're going to do something different. I do not believe that this is a card of, okay, you missed what you were supposed to miss, and so you're going to have to repeat it again, only because the last sentence says spiritual growth and insight. The only way to get spiritual growth and insight is to learn the life lessons that you're supposed to learn, whatever that life lesson or life lessons that you're supposed to learn, so that you can move forward. Spiritual growth and insight says that you have learned what you need to learn. There may be some people out there that have been repeating patterns, repeating cycles, repeating loops. I feel like I knocked over my camera again. There we go. There may be some people out there, like I said, that may feel as if they have been repeating cycles and repeating patterns, and they're stuck on this crazy loop. And the World card is saying that has come to an end. Whatever it is that you were supposed to learn from that situation, you have learned it, and you will move forward. And that is wonderful news for somebody out there today that feels as if they have been stuck for a very long time. The World card is saying that time of being stuck is over. You have learned what you needed to learn, and now you have the opportunity to move forward, which transitions perfectly into our 8 of Raphael card, which again I'm calling our Wizard of Oz card. There is something better waiting for you. Oz is not a dream. Oz is not a fantasy. Oz is an actual place, and it's full of magic and wonder and peril and fear and scary stuff, but it's also wonderful and beautiful and rich in color, and nothing is sepia toned at all. Everything is vibrant and rich and popping and beautiful, and there is something better waiting for you. You have reached the end of a particular cycle, which means you're beginning a new cycle, which means there is something better waiting for you in this particular new cycle. How wonderful. How beautiful, how wonderful. We're heading on this great adventure with Toto by our side, and we might run into our own personal Scarecrow, our own personal Tin Man, and our own personal Lion. We may run into compatriots that will help us along our way, but it is our journey. And it's interesting, again, with the Wizard of Oz, they were all on this journey together, but all 4 of them had different reasons why they were on this journey together. And I often say with the 8 of Raphael, which translates to the 8 of Cups in the Rider-Waite deck, that in general, a spiritual journey has to be taken alone. This is something that you have to work out alone. That is true. That part is true, but it doesn't mean that you won't meet compatriots along the way. It doesn't mean that you won't meet people along the way that can actually help you. It just means that all four of you, Cowardly Lion, Tin Man, Scarecrow, Dorothy, all four of you have different reasons why that you're on this journey together. You can help each other, which is wonderful. Again, we never have to do it alone. That is a drum I beat loudly on this channel. We never have to do this alone. But our particular reasons why are our particular reasons why. And so that is something that we have to do alone. But at the end, the wizard gives us what we need via a clock, a commendation, a medal, and a diploma. So, again, this is a Wizard of Oz kind of a theme today. I like it. We're all on this journey together. We may have our own particular reasons why, and we have to complete those reasons why all are on our own, but we have compatriots that will be there with us, and we might even have a dog or two with us as well. Do what you know is right for you. The blessing in that is that you already know what's right for you. There is another card that I can't remember that says you already know what is right for you. Do it. The Eight of Raphael is saying, do what you know is right for you. You already know what's right for you. So go out there and do it. It's sort of like it's sort of like the power was within you all along. You know, clicking your heels 3 times. That power to take yourself back home was with you all along, but you didn't believe it. Believe in yourself. What a wonderful gift. Believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities. Believe in your own creativity. Believe in your talent. Believe in your own uniqueness. And then go out and do what you know is right for you. Finally, a spiritual quest. There have been many papers, essays, think pieces written on the Wizard of Oz and what it actually means and all of that. But the Eight of Raphael is saying that perhaps Dorothy was indeed on a spiritual quest of sorts to discover what home really was. And I just think that that's wonderful. The Eight of Raphael is saying that maybe even all 4 of them were on a spiritual quest, and it's interesting that they all found it within themselves. Again, through a medal, through a clock, through a diploma. Those were just accoutrements that the wizard gave to them anyway. If you watch the movie, you know that at sometimes that at a certain point the lion finds his courage. The scarecrow turns out to be very wise, and in fact the wizard leaves him in control, and the Tin Man finds his heart. They all found it on their own, but they had to go on this spiritual quest, and they had to believe in themselves. It's so apropos, and I know that there's some people out there that again don't believe in the wild and woolly and wonderful and the fierce and fantastical that is actually out there in the world, but I do. I am all of 47 years old, and I still believe in all of that, and my life is blessed because of it. And I'm just drawing that you're on a spiritual quest. Make it an adventure. You have something new that is coming down the pipeline, and it's something better, and which means to me that you're ready for the next jump in your spiritual evolution, but you have to go on this path in order to get it. And part of that path perhaps is believing in yourself more, and believing in your own abilities more, and believing in your talent more, and just believing in general in yourself more, and figuring out that you actually have all the power already within you. Eight of Raphael. Go on that spiritual quest. What a great stand-in for the Fool card this morning. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's move on to the Seven of Ariel. You have invested wisely, have patience and wait for the harvest, review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. You have invested wisely. Again, I believe I talked about this yesterday. The best investment that you can ever make for yourself is to invest in yourself. The best risk that you could ever make is taking a chance on yourself. Invest in yourself. Invest in who you are and what you bring to the table. Bet on yourself. It is not a risky bet to bet on yourself. It's actually the safest bet that you can ever make, because when you bet on yourself, you always win. Point blank, period. You have invested wisely. Again, that's why you're going on this particular journey. That's why you're even ready for this particular journey. The World card is saying you have completed a particular journey. It is over, it is finished, you have learned what you need to learn. Now you are ready for the next best thing in your life, the Eight of Raphael. The Seven of Ariel is saying you wouldn't even be ready for this had you not gone through what you have already gone through. The Seven of Ariel is saying you are ready for this next thing because you have invested in yourself wisely. You are ready for this next step of, I believe in myself fully, completely, and wholly. I bet on myself all the time and I always win. You are ready for that kind of attitude. You are ready for that kind of perspective. You are ready for that kind of lifestyle because you have invested wisely. Have patience and wait for the harvest. Harvesting on the go. Celebrate the small victories that we have every day. There is no reason why you can't give yourself a woohoo several times a day when you accomplish something that you're supposed to accomplish, even if it's just getting out of bed in the morning, because Lord knows that there are some people out there today that the best that they can do every morning is get out of bed in the morning. And that's okay, because as long as you are moving forward, we talk about forward momentum all the time on this channel, as long as you are moving forward, you are making progress. And in fact, that might even be your homework assignment. Every time you do something, every time you complete a task, even the most mundane of tasks, give yourself a woohoo. You brush your teeth in the morning. When you're done brushing your teeth, give yourself a woohoo. When you get out of the shower in the morning, give yourself a woohoo. When you brush your hair in the morning, give yourself a woohoo. When you go out to work and you hop into the car and you make it to work on time without any accidents, give yourself a woohoo. All the mundane things that you do during the day, that is your homework assignment for today. Give yourself a woohoo every time you accomplish something today, and trust and believe your day will be so much better. It might sound silly, it might sound crazy, it might sound wacky and wackadoodle, but ladies and gentlemen, wackadoodle is my middle name. When you celebrate the small stuff, it gets you in that mood of that attitude of gratefulness, and we've talked about that before as well. Having patience and waiting for the harvest. While you're waiting for the big stuff to happen, celebrate the small stuff. I would love to hear that somebody went through their Friday and startled people by saying woohoo every 5 minutes. I would love to hear that story. If that happens to you, please do comment down below. I would love to read it. Have patience and wait for the harvest, and while you're being patient and while you're waiting for the harvest, celebrate the good stuff that's happening in your life. And finally, reviewing your progress and making plans for your next endeavor. Again, going back to the Eight of Raphael, going deep and finding the purpose behind this new endeavor, and preparing yourself for the next endeavor. I don't necessarily believe that the Eight of Raphael has happened for a lot of you, but I do believe that you're on the precipice of that. And the Seven of Ariel is saying, let's prepare, let's get ourselves together, let's get ourselves right and tight so that we are ready for when the Eight of Raphael happens, for when that tornado comes and takes us off to Oz. We are ready for it, and it doesn't scare us at all. And when we hit the eye of the storm and we drop down into Munchkin Land, we already are prepared for the journey ahead of us. Seven of Ariel is saying, prepare, 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 prepare. Get yourself together, get yourself right and tight, get yourself ready for the next thing that's going to happen, because it's probably going to happen sooner rather than later. That tornado that's going to lift you up and take you off to Oz, metaphorically, is going to happen sooner rather than later. So let's get ourselves ready for it when it does happen. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lesson this morning. Thank you, universe, for a wonderful lesson this morning. We will take the lessons that we learned this morning, we will apply it to our lives, and we will live the best life possible for having learned that lesson. So now we move on to the nitty and the gritty. We're going to do a 3-card spread in order to see if there's anything more specific that the universe has out there waiting for us today. So we'll do a 3-card spread, as I said. It'll be a morning, midday / afternoon, and an evening card. So let's see, and we'll cut it one more time and see what the universe has for us for the morning, for the afternoon, and for the evening. Interesting. Okay. All right. We'll start with the morning. This is the Seven of Cups, and it's in the reverse position. When the Seven of Cups is in the reverse position, it can mean a taking off of masks. It can mean a seeing people for who they really are. It can mean that reality has taken over from illusion. It can mean a coming out of an illusion. And I believe that the Seven of Cups is saying that for the morning, when you wake up, you'll see things more clearly. Again, a very happy ending. You're seeing things more clearly. You're seeing people for who they really are. You're seeing situations for what they really are. You're seeing circumstances for what they really are. But not only that, but you're seeing all of that for how it affects your life and how it can change your life, either for the good or bad. You're seeing things for what they really are. You're seeing people for who they really are. The illusion has been lifted. The veil has been lifted. The bubble has been burst. You're seeing people and situations for what and who they really are, and what a blessing that is. You'll be able to move about more freely. Again, a very happy ending. You're moving from one situation into another situation. Maybe in the last situation, your eyes were veiled, and now you're able to see things much more clearly, much more concisely, and you're able to understand things in a way that you didn't before, and it's actually a freeing kind of a feeling. So then we move into the midday / afternoon, and we have the Ten of Cups, and it's in the reverse position. Usually the Ten of Cups is about ultimate happiness, ultimate joy. It can come in the form of family, it can come in the form of friends, but emotional happiness, the fulfillment of emotional happiness, the fulfillment of emotional joy. It's in the reverse position, which tells me that perhaps your midday / afternoon won't be the best. And if that's the case, that's okay. We have to ride the wave as the wave goes up and down and all around. It would be wise of all of us to be able to ride that wave and know that nothing lasts forever. This too shall pass. And so when we're talking about the Ten of Cups in the reverse position, it may not be a happy afternoon for you, but just know that things will get better, and this perhaps negative kind of an afternoon will turn into something positive down the road. And finally, the Death card, and it's in the reverse position. The Death card never means, or I should say, the Death card rarely means actual physical death. The Death card rarely means that you're going to fall over dead immediately, or someone that is close and near and dear to you will fall over dead immediately. That is not what the Death card is all about. The Death card is actually about letting go of the old and bringing in the new. We're talking about the World, a very happy ending. There may be some people out there that aren't necessarily ready for the new to manifest in their lives, and so they're holding on to the old, and that's a life lesson as well, to learn that when things are over, to let them go. And so that you can begin this new endeavor, you can begin this new spiritual quest, you can begin this new journey. We hold on to things way too long sometimes, and the universe is saying perhaps it's time for us to begin the process of actually letting things go that have far exceeded their expiration date. And that's good news. The universe is saying we are actually ready to begin to let go of things that no longer serve us or don't allow us to reach our full and highest potential. The time is now. But if we refuse to let go, then we hold back our own evolution. We hold back our own spiritual evolution. And I even said this yesterday, as far as not getting in the way of your own progress. Perhaps there's some people out there today that are getting in the way of their own spiritual progress. And if that is you, perhaps it's time to begin to let go of that thing that is holding you back from progressing forward in your spiritual evolution. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we've got good advice here. We have gotten good encouragement and, good cheerleading today. And also, some really, really good advice about riding the wave of circumstances as they come up, and also being able to let go of the past when it's time to let go of the past. So beautiful. Thank you, universe. Thank you for that particular lesson today. We are going to do the regular affirmator today. I believe that this had more to do with our personal life than it had to do with our love life or our professional life. And so we're going to do our regular affirmator today. We are going to do a shuffle, 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 shuffle. Hopefully not a kerfuffle, but in fact a shuffle. And one more time for good luck. And we'll cut them. And our affirmator for today is ups and downs. Okay. Ups and downs. Ups and downs. There we go. And ups and downs says, I see life as an incredible ride, and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're also what make things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a great story. I love it. Ups and downs, I see life as an incredible ride, and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're also what makes things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a great story. And perhaps I think this has to do with our more specific cards here. Perhaps when you see things for what they really are, when you see people for who they really are, perhaps it brings you a little bit of sadness today. Perhaps it brings you some disappointment. Perhaps it brings you a little consternation and frustration and sadness today. If that's the case, again, riding that wave and allowing it to be, allowing it to pass as it will help you along your way. And what a great blessing. And again, as I feel like this is the micro and this is the macro. This is our huge plot line for today that covers the entire day, and this is the micro that goes underneath it. This is the macro, this is the micro. So we have our big picture for today, and then we have the specific things that we have to go through today. And I think it's all good. I really do, because we're on this spiritual journey. We've completed what we needed to complete, and now we're starting out on the new. We have invested wisely in ourselves, and we are well on our way to riding that tornado off to Oz. And as we do that, we begin to see people, places, and circumstances for who they really are. And although it may bring us some sadness for the short term, in the long term, we're able to let go of that sadness and move on and move forward in life. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful blessing. Ride the wave today as you navigate the micro and as you work through the macro of today. Ride the wave and you'll be blessed for it. Love yourself. Love yourself fully. Love yourself completely. Love yourself wholly. Love yourself unconditionally. Love yourself first. Love yourself foremost. And everything else will fall into place. Have a fantastic Friday, everyone. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.